3.4, using similar triangles. Indirect measurement uses similar figures to find a missing measure when it is difficult to find directly. So the key idea, when two angles in one triangle are congruent to two angles in another triangle, the third angles are also congruent. Bringing in that symbol again. And the triangles are similar. Similar does not mean the same, just means that they have characteristics that are alike. So here we have triangle ABC, triangle DEF. 65 degrees is at angle A and D. B and E have 95 degrees and angle C has 20 degrees, along with angle F. So identifying similar triangles, tell whether the triangles are similar and explain. Well, first triangle, we have 50 degrees, 75 degrees, and an unknown. This is 50 degrees, 75 degrees, and an unknown. So are they similar? Yes. The triangles have two pairs of congruent angles already, so the third angle will be congruent and the triangles will be similar. So you'll see that I used the symbol for triangle rather than the word and the congruent symbol instead of writing congruent. All right, letter B. We have 63 degrees, 54 degrees in X, 63, 63, and Y. Okay, the problem with that is we don't have exact measurements for these unknowns. So what I am going to do is go ahead and figure out the missing angle of this one. 54 plus 63 plus X equals 180 degrees, which, combining like terms, X plus 117 equals 180. Subtract 117 from both sides. X is 63 degrees. So here we have 63 degrees. So if there are two 63s in here, that means this last value is going to be 54 degrees. You could go in and you could solve for the missing Y, but we're just going to assume that they, or not assume, I'm sorry, yes, we can't assume it because these are two 63 degrees, the last angle is 54. So yes, the triangles have two pairs of congruent angles So the third angle is congruent. And the triangles are similar. All right, moving on to letter C. We have 90 degrees, they both share. Then we have 42, an unknown, unknown, and 38. So just like I did for letter B, I'm going to solve for one of the triangles. I'm going to choose this one. Let's go 90 plus 42. By the way, that's a 90, not a 96. My zero's a little wonky. Plus x equals 180. 90 and 42 add up to 132. Plus x equals 180. I'm going to subtract 132. And I'll get x equals 48 degrees. If I compare this value with this one of 38 degrees, they're not the same. So no. The triangles do not have two congruent pairs of angles. All right. Go ahead, work on your own as I set up the board for the next one. Tell whether the triangles are similar and explain. Please make sure you guys are putting in an explanation. You don't just want to say yes or no. There needs to be reasoning behind it. All right, so letter D, 28, 80, X, 28, Y, 71. All right, so what I'm going to do, just like before, I'm going to take one of my triangles. I'm going to choose this one. 28 plus 80 plus X equals 180. So I'm going to find that missing angle. So that's 108 plus X equals 180. Subtract 108. I'll get X equals 72 degrees. Well, that's 71 degrees over here. So this is a no. The triangles do not have two pairs of congruent angles. All right, letter E, 66 degrees, 90 degrees X, 90 degrees, 24 degrees, and Y degrees. So you can take either of the triangles. I'm going to take this one. 66 plus 90 plus X equals 180. 156 plus X equals 180. Subtract 156 from both sides. You'll get that X equals 24 degrees. Does that match? Yes, it does. So yes, the triangles have two pairs of congruent angles so the third angle is congruent. The triangles are similar. All right, example 2, using indirect measurement. You plan to cross a river and want to know how far it is to the other side. You take measurements on your side of the river and make the drawing shown. Explain why triangle ABC and DEF are similar. What is the distance across the river? Well, angle B and angle E are both right angles. So they are congruent. Next, angle ACB and angle DCE are congruent because they're vertical angles. So let's write that out. Angle ACB and angle DCE, DCE are vertical angles. So they are congruent. And because there are two angles in triangle ABC and triangle DEC that are congruent, so the third angle is congruent, the triangles are similar. So I'm going and basing off my similar triangles with the same ideas over and over. So what is the distance across the river? We're going to set up a proportion. So let's go with 60 divided by 50. And that equals, well, my 60 is going to mimic my X. So that equals x divided by my 50 mimics the 40. And then I'm going to cross multiply. All right, we got 50x was 2,400. Divide both sides by 50. You're going to get that x equals 48. So what's the distance across the river? 48 feet. All right, great job.